And we're recording. Hello, welcome. My name is Bryce Tubbs. With me today is John Jones. He is a life coach at Now Life Works. He is also the founder and the CEO of Now Life Works. So, his focus and his passion is on helping people to set and reach their commitments in 8 core areas of their life right now. So I cannot wait to, open up and talk about those different 8 areas, really find out how we can help those watching out at home. So thanks so much, John. I really appreciate you.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Excellent. Is there anything else that you'd like to add to the introduction that maybe I missed or?
Nope, I think you got it. LifeWorks, Now LifeWorks and LifeWorks University is all about helping people to design and live their best life now in 8 core areas.
Nice. So, what was life like before you got into, coaching and into Now Life Works?
Well, I'll tell you that, my life has always been pretty good. I've been in the hospitality business, serving others for 33 years, had a good living doing that. And, I've always had the burning desire for success. But I feel that I was missing the other key component, which is the Mastermind group. And that's what a part of Now Life Works and LifeWorks University is about, is forming small mastermind groups to help you go through your blueprints in your 8 core areas and hold you accountable to your commitments and to your journey through designing and living your best life now.
Nice. I'm kind of curious. So what are the 8 core areas?
Well, the 8 core areas, and I've got to refer to my notes here, so I'll get them all exactly right here. But we have 8 blueprints, and they start out, number 1 is health and wellness. Number 2 is personal finances. Number 3 is romantic relationships. Number 4 is continuing education. 5 is family and friends. 6 is lifestyle management. 7 is fun and recreation. And 8, and my favorite area, is purpose and life purpose and career.
Okay.
So those are the 8 core areas.
So out of those 8, I was just going to ask, which ones do you think are the order of which one should you get first? And if you don't have that one, then it's hard to get the rest, or?
Yeah, well, the first and foremost thing is your vision, because vision without traction is self-delusion. So, you've got to have your vision first before you get into the blueprint. So when a student comes into Now LifeWorks and LifeWorks University, the first thing we have them do is develop their vision. We have a closed eye exercise, and then you put pen to paper to develop your life's vision. And then we get into your blueprints. And then as far as the blueprints, that's what's so great about it, is it's up to you where you start, because we don't know what each student is going to need assistance with, and direction with, and guidance with, and coaching with, because someone could be super successful in one area but be struggling in another. So your path in working with your blueprints is going to be different than what mine might be, or what another student's might be. Depend on your life's experience. So you choose where you want to start with your blueprints. You choose what blueprints you want to start on.
Okay, cool. So, who do you, what problems are people trying to solve when they either come work with you guys or when they start working with you?
I think it's not so much what problem they're trying to solve. What they're trying to do is they're looking for direction. They have a mindset of, hey, I want to be super successful in whatever area they're in. But they don't have the other core component, because one of the textbooks we use is Think and Grow Rich. And in that, there's 2 core components to success. Number 1 is to have a burning desire, and number 2, to be a part of a mastermind group. And when Napoleon Hill interviewed 500 of the most successful men at the time when he wrote the book, he found that all 500 had both components. And then he interviewed 25,000 people that weren't successful, and almost all 25,000, in fact, probably all 25,000, did not have one or both of the components that it takes to be successful. So, that's where I think most people are looking to solve is, to, number 1, have that vision for their life, develop that, because a lot of people don't have a vision. And then number 2, to find a mastermind group to where they can share their vision and get in and really dig deep in their blueprints.
Nice. So why is the mastermind component so strong? Is it just so you can feel connected to people, or?
There's 2 parts of the mastermind. The mastermind is, number 1, connectivity to other people, and number 2, accountability. Because you have to have an accountability partner. If you're just saying, hey, here's my commitment and I'm putting it out there, but you don't share that commitment, and you don't have anybody that's checking you on that and holding you accountable, and you don't have a timeline for that commitment, the chances of that getting done are pretty slim. But if you come in here and you have a direction, you have pen to paper, and you put the commitments down, and you set a date to it, and you have a weekly meeting with your mastermind group, and you discuss those blueprints, and you discuss where your challenges are and what breakthroughs you need to have. Your accountability group, your mastermind group, can hold you accountable and give you guidance and give you direction, because you know what? Maybe they've already worked through that blueprint and they've already found the breakthrough that you need. You know, they've already broken through what you're trying to break through. So, you know, that's the whole point of the mastermind group is, number one, a place to go to get guidance, and number two, to share your guidance with others, and number three, to hold yourself accountable on a weekly basis to keeping your blueprints and keep on working through to the life of your dreams.
Cool. That seems really helpful. So, you know, for some of those areas, the core, not core competencies, but the core areas of your life, right? They're dependent on other people. So, for example, let's say that you're in business, right? And your job is to either bring in new clients or to start working with more people. Oftentimes, that's dependent on, you know, not just a numbers game, but also the people who you're connecting and reaching out to. For the mastermind, how do you guys handle when either goals are not met, but you're doing everything that you can or know that you know to do? How do you guys handle that?
Well, typically, you know, if you're not meeting your goal or you're not meeting your commitments, you know, you have to, have a starting point of where you are now and an end point of where you want to go. And you've got to determine where you are along that path. And if there's a gap, you know, we have to address that gap of where you are now and where you want to go, find out what that gap is, and then reverse engineer how we're going to get there.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's really the method to that.
Yeah. Because, you know, reverse engineering is really helpful. Yeah, it can be extremely helpful. But then what about putting that plan into action? So, for example, let's say that to reverse engineer for you to maybe get 5 new people, either clients or on your team, you know, you have to send out or you have to speak to 100 people, right? And then you say you want to get this done in about 7 days. But in order for you to actually connect with 100 people, you might have to send out 1,000 connections on, say, LinkedIn or Facebook. Mm-hmm. But LinkedIn and Facebook cap you off at a certain number. So how do you guys kind of, you know, handle that?
Well, what I personally do is I send out 100 connection requests a day. That's about the cap that they leave. Out of those connection requests, the message that I send, I typically get about 20 people that are willing to connect with me. Out of those 20, I have about 6 or 7 that are open to invitations to connect with me and meet with me. And out of this is actually the first week I've done live connections, and I've booked 11 appointments in 1 week.
Nice.
So, you know, and all but one has showed up. I've only had one person not show up for the appointment.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. But I'm talking about just say that, like, the goals that you guys had, that if we had set out, right, for a mastermind. Mm-hmm. Because for most people, right, you're obviously really good at what you do. But for a lot of people, direct outreach is really hard, especially when LinkedIn and them can cap you. So I'm saying, how do you guys, like, either course correct or what are some tips you have for people if they're trying, but either the platforms will want them to do it or different things, like they're trying to put in the work, but it just doesn't work out? Do you guys
What I would do is I would identify who you want to connect with. Mm-hmm. And then that limits that search. Mm-hmm. Because for me, I connect with 3 types of people. I connect with people that are life coaches, that are wellness coaches, and that are success coaches. And that's narrowed my search down. And then I connect with people in other areas. Once I get done with my home area, Dallas, I'm going to Houston, Austin, San Antonio. Then I'm jumping over to California, the Orange County, San Diego County, LA County. And I'm jumping over to Florida. So once I go to different areas, I'm never going to run out of people to talk to. Mm. So I've always been able to meet my goal, which is to send out 100 messages a day, to or send out 100 invitations to connect a day, connect with those people that I connect with, send out the follow-up message, invite them to have a chat with me, have the chat, and then offer my free ebook that the founder of the company, wrote on how to design and really live the life of your dreams. And then in that ebook, there is a link to join the university. There's a link to take a free 30-day test drive. So what I would tell people is narrow your focus, on to whatever, if it's for your business and you're not building LifeWorks, because we only have a handful of people that are building LifeWorks. We have a lot of students that are building other businesses. So if it's for your business, narrow your niche and narrow your search fields to more specific laser targeted people that you want to connect with. And then you'll have a more likely connection with those people. Where if you're just trying to connect with anyone and everybody in your area, if they're not in your niche, they may not have an interest to connect with you. Mm-hmm. So I would tell people to narrow their focus on who they connect with.
Cool. So what's the vision for your life?
The vision for me, number one, is to get my certification for the LifeWorks University, which I'm very close to completing. And then number two is to get my first 20 students to start coaching to be LifeWorks coaches. And then number three, my vision is to share my message in LifeWorks University and help as many people as I can to, realize and live their dream life, whatever that is for them.
Mm-hmm. Nice. What is success to you?
Well, success to me is, being totally self-confident and other-centered. That's who I have to be every day.
Mm-hmm. Nice. And are you working on any special projects right now, or?
Yeah, I'm actually working on a book project right now with the 10 LifeWorks University people that are in the first founding program of the LifeWorks University to become certified LifeWorks coaches. We're working on a book project right now that will probably, the first draft will probably be ready in June, and we're probably hoping to release it in August. And it's going to be a book about our experiences and going through the journey on becoming a certified LifeWorks coach, and then about what we've gained out of the process and what we hope to share, with our students and hope to share with the LifeWorks University. So it's going to be a great book about how to design and live your dream life and how we've done that through the LifeWorks program.
Nice. Well, first, congratulations on, I'm just going to say early, on graduating from LifeWorks University. And secondly, congratulations on the book. Not a lot of people can say they've done that.
Thank you. Yeah, we really look forward to getting it out, getting it in print, getting it on the platforms to sell it. And it's going to be a great day when that book gets to market.
What has been the most either rewarding or most surprising part of writing a book?
I think the most rewarding part is the people that I'm working with and the relationships I've developed with those people. And I have 10 new people in my family, that they're connected with me. I'm connected with them. We're other-centered. We have each other's best interest. And to gain 10 new lifelong family members has been the most rewarding to me. Being able to work with a community of people that we all have each other's best interest at heart.
Nice. Cool. So, how can people learn more about you, and where can they go to connect with you?
Yep. You can go to my website, which is nowlifeworks.com. And you just fill out a short form. And when you do that, I will send you my free ebook that Don, our founder of the university, wrote on how to design and live the life of your dreams. And then after you get into that, you can look into the education section. You can download a free copy of Think and Grow Rich for yourself. And then you can also click on the LifeWorks University information page and take a free 30-day test drive of the university. And then, decide whether or not you want to become a student. So nowlifeworks.com is my personal website, how people can connect with me. And there is a contact form on that page as well that you can either write out your name and number and ask me a question, or you can book an appointment with me through my calendar.
Nice. I really appreciate your time. I really appreciate talking with you today.
It's been great. Thanks so much for having me.
Nice. Excellent. And, for those watching, really appreciate your time. Really appreciate you guys, just connecting with us on this video. Hopefully enjoyed watching it as much as we enjoyed creating this content. If you would like to join a community with people just like John, who is improving themselves and helping others to do the same, I recommend that you come and join our community. There's going to be a link either above or below the video, depending on where you're seeing it. All it is a mastermind to where people who are like-minded and trying to move forward in their life can go connect and improve. So if that is you and that's what you're interested in, go ahead and click on the link right now, either above or below this video. Cannot wait to see you inside of our community. Have a great day, guys. Talk to you soon. We're done recording in 3 and 2 and 1.